Now let's try to run this particular code once and try to see the output. So previously I have done. So here you can see the animation which we have designed in the Lottie dashboard, which is now appearing in our Flutter application. It's again very easily you can customize these particular animations and also create your own animations in the Lottie dashboard there and try to implement them in your Flutter application. In our previous vlog, we have seen the implementation of animations in our Flutter application using Lottie dependency. And in this part of the tutorial, let's try to create an animation in Lottie and try to implement that in our Flutter application. So if you are watching this tutorial for the first time, I suggest you to watch the previous tutorial where we have seen the clear implementation of an animation from a network file and also from a local asset in Flutter application. So that will help you to understand what exactly the process of implementing an animation file in Flutter application. And in this part of the tutorial, we'll try to create a new animation file in the Lottie dashboard and try to implement it. So stay tuned till the end of this particular tutorial and don't skip any part of the tutorial, because if you maintain a continuity then you will clearly understand the concept and you can create your own animations and try to implement them in your Flutter application. So the animation might not be like an image every time, so just like a progress bar or a notification icon. So all these things you can just create and try to implement them in your Flutter application. So this also improves the overall UI interface for your Flutter application and also will attract more users to use your application. So now let's get started with this particular tutorial. Here I'm just making use of the previous tutorial code here, and the link for this particular code I will be providing in the description section below, and you can just refer that particular link. And also I suggest you to watch the previous tutorial before getting started, because there we have clearly seen the implementation line by line. And now let's move to the Lottie dashboard here and get started with our first animation file. So this is the dashboard here. So if you are new to this particular Lottie files here, and I mean to say Lottie animation, in our previous tutorial we have seen how to create an account in Lottie and get started with the implementation. So you can just refer to that particular tutorial, and here the first tab is like create an animation. And once you tap on this particular create an animation, here you have got a studio kind of thing opened up for you, and here we have got some pre-built assets here. And if you want your own customized assets like your company logo or anything which you design, then you can just upload them here by just tapping on the browse button. And but as part of the tutorial I just want to deal with the default things available. So here we have got some notification icons, message icons, and all these things available here. So let's get started with this particular notification icon, and I will quickly show you a basic animation like what you can do with this particular notification bell icon here. And here we have got the property now, and you can just try to increase or decrease the size of this particular property. And also we have got some presets here, and I'm going to quickly apply some presets and show you how this thing works. So here I'm going to add a fade in here and apply preset, and now just try to run this particular animation. And it's just a simple fade in animation. And let's try to add few more things here. And here I'm trying to add a highlight, so it will be like jump from bottom to top here and apply preset. And also one more thing like out, so we have added in highlight, and now let's try to add an out animation which is a pop out here. So let's try to, here you can also observe the layers of the animation here. And again this is just a sample I'm trying to show you, so the animation here might not look good, but with this particular experience you can try to develop your own animation here. So now let's try to start the animation, and this is how it looks on your Flutter application. So let's try to see another animation and try to implement that in our Flutter app. So I'm going to just delete this particular animation. Let's stop it and delete this particular animation. And here we have got few other things like a finish button. We got like a success symbol on payment or anything like that. You can add here. And we have also got a rocket animation. So out of all these animations, I'm going to select this one. So burger animation, and okay, let's make it to the center of the screen and once try to play this. Okay, so the burger is arranged, and yes, that's it. And there is some extra duration specified here. So by this time our burger is arranged properly, so like 2 seconds. So let's move to the property tab here, and let's try to make this 2 seconds instead of 5 seconds here. I'm going to make this like a 2 seconds animation, and the frame rate is like 30 currently. So let's try to run this. This is what exactly what we want. And you can also reduce the frame rate, so I'm going to make it like a 20 for the frame rate. Frames per second, no, this is a bit faster. Let's make it 40. Okay, and this will get arranged slowly. So yeah, this works for my requirement. And let's try to tap on export button. So now we are done with this particular animation file. So we just adjusted the time and also the frames per second here. And again, you can just add some more animation files on top of it if you require all any images. So let's try to tap on export button here, and this will launch our workspace. And here it is asking us a name for the animation file. So I'm going to name it like food, and I'm going to save this. And also you can have a background for that particular animation file as well. So I've just taken the transparent background because that looks much better. So here we have got an option like handoff and embed, and here there is an option to download. So you can download this particular Lottie JSON file, and in the previous tutorial you can just refer like how we added this particular file to our Flutter project and then implemented the animation in our Flutter app. But now we are going to embed it through the link here directly. So this will be an easy way, but what it takes it like every time it requires a network. So based on your requirement you can just pick like an asset based or a network API based here. So let's try to copy this particular asset link and go back to the Android Studio, and here in the Lottie network I'm going to replace this particular file here. Now let's try to run this particular code once and try to see the output. So previously I have done. So here you can see the animation which we have designed in the Lottie dashboard, which is now appearing in our Flutter application. It's again very easily you can customize these particular animations and also create your own animations in the Lottie dashboard there and try to implement them in your Flutter application. And the code is also been provided in the description section below. And this is it for this particular tutorial. And if you are having any queries in this particular implementation, or you are finding a difficulty while downloading the asset and loading it into your Flutter application, just try to refer the previous tutorial or let me know in the comment section below. And also I suggest you to try animations by uploading the images of your company logo or your app icon, anything like that, just like a splash screen. And just let me know in the comment section below if you're facing any issues in this particular implementation. So this is it for this particular tutorial. If you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on Flutter.